Actually, there is globality without a global government, and the local government cannot manage it. The same goes for security. I think security is becoming global in a sense that you don't know where the terrorists reside, where they're coming from, where are they hiding, what sort of weapons are they. I see the United States spent since the 9/11 $8 trillion to fight terrorism, and it's not the end of the story. And I think also that globality has some positive effects. I think globality put an end to racism. It's a great story. No global company can afford discriminating anybody because the color of his skin or because the origin of his birth. Finished. The global companies that's supposed to be so financial, down to earth, all of a sudden became a reformer of human society. A young boy of 27 years, Zuckerberg, introduced a revolution that exceeds the revolution, in my judgment, of Lenin and Stalin. It's a lot of lower cost, connected, united. And also what I feel is, since the governments lost so much of their strength, people don't want to be governed. They are ready to work together by the greatest force which we didn't recognize fully, the force goodwill. Goodwill is more forceful than power. And we have to get used. And goodwill is your vocation. I mean, how to reach understanding instead of how to issue orders is the goal of our day. I see it in the Middle East. Somewhere over the rainbow is this beautiful song we heard just a moment ago. I think hangs in the Middle East. What we see now is transitional period, transformation, not an easy one. A conflict among generations, the outgoing generation, the incoming generation. The outgoing generation were more self-oriented. The incoming generation here is more world-engaged. They compare other young people. They want to have a world of themselves. And they tell their parents, thank you for giving us life. But please don't insist that we shall copy you. What you have left to us is not so great as you say. You left a world that was wounded by wars, insulted by discrimination, lost its innocence. You want to recreate a new world. You see the problem in the Middle East, not in the sense of old politics. I'm sure it will change. I wish it will change with as little, as less bloodshed as we can. Whatever one may say of his direction, we are a country that doesn't want to govern any other people. We are a country that doesn't want to destroy any other force. We are a country that doesn't like, doesn't accept the killing of innocent people, whether in Syria or elsewhere. We stand on that issue. Our basic document, which is the Ten Commandments, more or less accepted by most of the people who see it. We are not impressed by the basic problems of the Middle East, namely food, water, and energy, because of our own experience. If you'll ask me, where comes the greatness, if I may say so, of Israel? My answer is, it is coming from our history that has taught us that we have nothing to give. Israel is a tiny piece of land, all told 1 promille of the largest state of the Middle East. We don't have water, really. We have a famous river, the Jordan, but it provides more flame than water, as you know from your own eyes. We have two lakes, one dead, the other is dying. We don't have natural resources. We weren't pampered by the vicinity, and we discovered early in our lives that we have nothing whatsoever. Israel started as a lost case, really. I remember myself as a member of a kibbutz that has a pair of shoes and a pair of pants, and that got the honor to be shepherd in an uneasy piece of land. Then we discovered that we have something that everybody has, and that is the human potential. Israel is a history of a people that has enriched the land rather than the land has enriched the people. And I'm sure that what we can do, everybody can do. There's now no differences. We are not superior people. Our basic proposal is that everybody was born equally in the image of God. And for that reason, I don't give up the hope that the Middle East can escape the poverty, can escape the violence, can escape the shortage of basic materials. And you know what? I see that more and more leaders begin to understand that today leadership means not to rule the people, but to serve them. Not to be on the top, but to be active. We face many dangers. For reasons that is very hard for me to explain. Why is there so much hatred against the Jewish people? Finally, we never had a huge army and we never posed a great danger. Why did Hitler select the Jewish people as his enemy? I can't understand. After all, the Jews that used to live in Germany served and contributed to Germany. I think it was a clash of concepts, not a clash of powers. Hitler thought there was a superior race, and we think nothing whatsoever. All of us are equal. I know that we have to make peace with the Palestinians. This can become an immediate contribution to the pacification of the Middle East, and can also serve Israel and to serve the Arabs, and enable all of us to turn to the real agenda, which is building and providing our children with a better education and a better future. It's not simple to make peace, because you have to convince your own people that you have to pay a cost, and many people are not sure that the cost is worthwhile on both sides. They are not sure if you can trust the other party. There are many doubts. But I think I wouldn't like to speak on behalf of anybody else. I want to speak on behalf of my own people. I think we have to be the initiator of peace every day and every time. I do believe that in spite of the image that nothing has moved in the domain of peace, it's not true. Things did move. The Palestinians are trying to build, and we welcome it, their own state, a better economy. And when I measure the gap between their position and our position, it was narrower and narrower, and today it's quite narrow. So at least objectively we can build a bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, I see in you friends. I believe you try to explain Israel to your own governments. I'm sure that you are trying to explain to us the position of your governments. You are building bridges, and bridges are necessary. And at my age, I have the right to remain innocent, and I'm innocent. I believe in what I hear, I believe in what I see, and I feel in one day I shall get asked for a license to be optimistic. I have enough reasons and experience to be so. I don't want to underrate the dangers. They are many and heavy and complicated. I know that we have to find the answer, the questions, before we shall find the answers. everybody has answered questions today. And it looks so difficult to change. We don't have a choice but to follow a new world, handle the secrets of it, refer to the potential which they planted in each of us, in each of our children. So after 64 years of trial and error, of being a doubt in our own eyes, becoming a reality in terms of economy, of science, of self-defense, we feel this is really the challenge. And I think we have to work together to bring to the young singers our applaud for a new world that they are trying and have to build for all of us. Thank you very much for your attention.